You can order the front brake backing plate used in the video on the CarParts.com website via the link in the description. Turn your engine off and set the parking brake. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels. Lift the front of your vehicle. We strongly suggest watching our video on how to jack your Ram 1500 safely before carrying out this step. Place the vehicle on the jack stands. In order to change the front brake backing plate on your vehicle, you will need to take off the wheels to have full access. Don't forget to put the wheels under the vehicle. Using a wire brush, start by brushing the hub nut and spraying it with penetrating oil. Then, locking the wheel hub rotation with a crowbar, unscrew the wheel hub nut using a breaker bar and a 36mm socket. It is now necessary to remove the caliper assembly. Attach a wire to the upper control arm of the vehicle in order to maintain the assembly when it is removed. Then, using a ratchet and a 21mm socket, unscrew the 2 screws from the caliper mount. For more information, we recommend watching our video, How to Replace the Front Brake Discs and Brake Pads Ram 1500. Then, attach the assembly to the iron wire previously installed. Using a flathead screwdriver, pull the retainer away from the disc so you can unscrew it. Then, remove the disc. Hey, it's Alex from CarParts.com. If you enjoyed this video and want to support us, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, back to work. Finish unscrewing the hub nut. Next, unclip the ABS sensor cable retaining clip behind the mudguard. Disconnect the connector by pushing on the red plastic tab, then prying the tab and pulling it. Then, unclip all of the ABS sensor cable retaining clips using a flathead screwdriver, working down to the steering knuckle. You can now move the cable aside. You must then disengage the upper control arm ball joint of the wheel knuckle. Brush the upper control arm ball joint retainer nut and spray it with penetrating oil. Then, release the ball joint with a ratchet and a 21mm socket. Use a 10mm wrench to keep the ball joint from rotating. You can now remove the ball joint from the wheel knuckle, which allows the CV axle to be slightly removed from the wheel hub. You can now unscrew the 3 retaining bolts from the wheel hub using a ratchet and a 21mm socket. You can now remove the wheel hub assembly from its location with a hammer. Removing the wheel hub allows you to remove the front brake backing plate. Remove the brake backing plate. Clean the inside of the hub with fine sandpaper and a wire brush. You can order the front brake backing plate used in the video on the CarParts.com website via the link in the description. In our case, we took the opportunity to replace the wheel hub assembly while replacing the brake backing plate. Install the new brake backing plate on the wheel hub. Put the assembly in place on the steering knuckle. If you want to know which tools and parts we use in this video, just check the description and you'll find everything you need. Tighten the 3-wheel hub assembly retaining bolts using the ratchet. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Fully reinsert the CV axle into the wheel hub assembly. Reinsert the upper control arm ball joint into the wheel knuckle. Use the wrench to tighten the nut until it makes contact. Use a 10mm wrench to keep the ball joint from rotating. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Replace the hub nut. Then, while blocking the rotation of the hub with a crowbar, screw it back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Put the ABS sensor cable back in place and clip it into its upper slot. Then, reconnect it. Clip the ABS sensor connector back inside the mudguard. Then, clip the sensor into its various slots. Reinstall the brake disc. Then, put the retainer back in place. You can now reinstall the caliper assembly and screw it back on. Finish tightening using a torque wrench. Don't forget to remove the cable that you used to hold the caliper assembly together. Then you will be able to put the wheels back on your vehicle. Put the car back on the ground and block the wheels properly. Operation complete.